It's Madden NFL 24, and the focus is on the Thunderbirds' leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Thunderbirds and the Desperados. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the state of New Mexico in the high desert city of Albuquerque. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Desperados of San Antonio taking on the Thunderbirds of Albuquerque. Hello again, everybody. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. And, Charles, let's do some breaking down of this Albuquerque club as they enter play.
They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio ball club, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather.
And off we go here in Albuquerque. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Back to throw, James. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, James. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Kitchen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave him 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still second down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He'll keep it himself.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, You have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back out comes San Antonio.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 106 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's third down.
When you look at this defense,
and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and 19.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kitchen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 12. 1st down, San Antonio.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one lines up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kitchen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
To throw on second down, Kitchen. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. To throw on third down, Kitchen.
And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throw complete to Bell.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Rose. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. The This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
24-yard line.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Rose. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open, but that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back out comes San Antonio. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. Aldridge, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Fielded at the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I will continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is James. To throw on 2nd down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd
can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start. Offense.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Up the middle they go with Adams. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
James looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Thunderbirds have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out comes San Antonio. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Desperados.
Throwing on 1st down. Kitchen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Kitchen. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
A gain of 16 yards.
Off the play fake. Kitchen.
First down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, San Antonio.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Desperados get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. James. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Now James. A final shot before break. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Still on his feet. Inside the 10.
And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Hey, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give right side. It's Chambers, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's taken to the 26. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 2nd down now, it's Rose. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd down, it's Rose. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
108 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
Right back to him on 1st down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
James now on 3rd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Operating from the gun, James.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Back out comes San Antonio. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Kitchen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
17-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And the San Antonio first down.
Off the bootleg. Kitchen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Desperados take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. James. And his throw here's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A third down gain of 19.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warner. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score,
and it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Thunderbirds' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a handoff up the middle. Aldridge. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
This now a 3rd and 4.
As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth.
That is caught.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Here's James throwing on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
Second down and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Rose. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. James. Hard throw, incomplete.
Intended for number 19.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
He finds his man complete. That's Chambers. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking to throw. Kitchen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Kitchen.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Kitchen. And that
that is incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, Kitchen. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
This offense on 3rd down today, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He finds his man complete. That's Chambers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down.
On 1st down, Kitchen. Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Desperados have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
To throw is James. On 1st down, he finds his man complete. That's Barker.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. James to throw on third down. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Back out comes San Antonio. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Kitchen. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. James. Open man is Bell, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rose. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 3rd down, Rose. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 13, a little under 1:50 remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Kitchen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, it's Rose. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Albuquerque, they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.